What's up guys, MrBayeasy here, and today we're going to be doing some more All For You, the demo. Really quick, I want to clear some things up. I know a lot of people were saying that the game was actually played beforehand, not by me as a matter of fact. I actually figured all this out in the episode before this was actually recorded, and I left some comments on the video. A lot of you probably saw them, but sorry if there was any confusion, if it was any, misunderstanding with like what was going on. But now we're going to be doing it the correct way. I've already spoken to Michaela Laws about it. We're going to be going through where the girl basically, I guess, doesn't know you, and then where I guess she has hints of actually feeling like she does know you, and that's the way we're going to be doing it from now on. Again, sorry it was kind of portrayed a little bit backwards. I probably won't go back and do I guess Sydney's route from the beginning stage. Apparently it resets after you see the red letters. So I probably won't go back and try to play through that beginning stage, because it sounds to me like all it really is essentially she doesn't know you starting off. So we'll see if the stories differ as we go through the different girls, and if that's the case, then we will go back and do her, but I don't necessarily think that's going to be the case, so we probably can get away with it and not really sacrifice too much. Either way, hopefully you enjoy from here on out, and hopefully you enjoyed the previous video. Hopefully it didn't distract too much. With that being said, let's jump into this video. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Alright, so we got done talking to our mom, who was ready to give Daddy-O some dome action, and now we're walking to school, okay? Now we've had breakfast and everything. We're about to run into Sydney. Just based on the fact that Latifah and Sydney were walking together, we're going to do Latifah this time, and then we'll move on to some of the other chicks. I think maybe the next girl that we'll end up doing is probably that fancy chick. I don't remember her name, but like, whatever her name was. We're going to end up doing her next. Gross. But that's the way we'll do it. So we'll see if we can get to her in this episode, but we're going to talk to Latifah first. Okay, we have already seen this. All right, holy crap, balls and dick.
Latifah,
and
that's so fast!
Oh god.
Woo!
It's almost like she's riding on the back of the freaking wheelchair. How is she having so much fun pushing this chick? You see, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand how she's having fun. She's the one in the chair, even though she looks like she's about to shit. Okay, so considering we're going after that one chick, let's go ahead and run the track. I'm gonna do it twice this time, okay? And I'm gonna work out mad hard because we're going for that chick, and she likes fitness. So let's show her the pecs, show her the log, and really get it done. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. I've never really been one to exercise. Hopefully it's not the same thing. I mean, we're going to do it twice, so maybe we'll see her the second time. I don't know. With the change of school, there wasn't really any reason I shouldn't use that change to slip into better habits, right? Yeah, it looks like it's the same thing. Well, we'll see. We're going to run again the second time, okay? We'll have another opportunity to run. Maybe she'll be there. All right, so we're going to work out again. I know I'm kind of skipping around, but again, like, literally everything is the same outside of the female encounters, and the majority is not female encounters. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you all the choices, show you what they lead to, if anything, and that's the way we're going to be doing it. So we're going to work out. Remember, the first time we went through this, we prepped an outfit, I believe. So now we're going to work out. We're just going to do all fitness stuff this time and see if that has any sort of effect on how she treats us in the first playthrough and the second one, because that's how, we're going to do both in the same video. So here we go. We just want to be trim, have tight cheeks and everything, slappable cheeks. And, so we started doing that, started busting it. All right, good. All's good. And then, yeah, we went to bed, gained more skill. We're going to have, what, 12 skill by the end of this? If we do 2 more workout sessions, running and lifting, man, we're going to be freaking on point. We're going to look nice and plump. So we started thinking about this thing and start getting the chub.
Hey,
and then
it's you.
Latifah interrupts the chub. So, we recognize the voice right away. What's up? Alright, back again. 2 girls I'd seen the morning before and in class rushed up to me, the athletic girl pushing the girl in the wheelchair forward to line up with my side. Do you notice my
Good morning, Riley.
Good morning, Latifah. Do you notice my buns? Good morning.
What were you thinking about over here? You looked pretty deep in it.
Once again, we can discuss that at a later time. I don't know, I kind of like this chick. I mean, she seems really nice, you know what I mean? This one. But, we're after Latifah this time. Does she have like a... I know that logo from somewhere. Is it the Metal Gear Fox logo? I think it is, man. Alright. Nothing important. So, there was no way I was going to tell her that I was thinking about it. She's going to react the same way. If she had even heard of them, she'd probably think it was porn.
Looked kinda important by the look on your face.
Yeah,
Is it
well,
embarrassing? That's fine. We won't push things, right, Latifah?
it's not embarrassing. I was just thinking about a video game character.
Oh, so it's just dumb then.
Bitch, that's not what you said before. What do you mean? You play video games? You telling me you don't mess with the beam while thinking a soldier or something?
Oh, what game?
You're asking? Oh, that's right. Okay, so she can ask me this time. Huh, hide your waifus? What the fuck? I don't know, man. Do we want to... How is she gonna react? I mean, she's a gamer. We know that from the previous playthrough, so I think we could probably tell her the truth. What do you... I think we could probably tell her the truth. I mean, she'll think it might be a little weird, because she was playing the FPS whatever games. She kind of was doing it all. You know what I'm saying? Screw it. Let's just throw it all out there, man. If she's gonna like us, she's gotta like us for us. She can't like us because we're lying. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Why not? If I was gonna be socially decimated, then let it be with people I didn't really know too well. It's Cherry Blossoms, a visual novel.
Really? I wanted to play that one, but it isn't in English yet. Do you know Japanese?
Oh, this makes much more sense now. Because Sydney before, I guess she was Illuminati tits and knew what was going on. So I guess it was because we told her in this route, I guess. It's weird doing it backwards, but it makes sense now that I understand. So, no, I don't know Japanese. I just got a fan patch for it.
There's a patch out already?
Yep. Surprised she didn't know certain details like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she guessed the visual novel thing, but she didn't get fan patch or any of the other things that we talked about. So I don't know. Well, it's not perfect yet. Some of the interface is still in Japanese, but it's easy to work out.
I'll have to look into that when I get home.
And then you get pissed.
You had to tell her that. She was supposed to play Battle Mech Warfare tonight, and now she'll just be doing that mess. I need support, damn it! No one ever picks a healer.
Sorry, I'll play with you first, okay?
So you're relying on her to pick the healer?
You better.
Gross. Maybe telling her wasn't a good idea, because then she said she'll be doing that mess, like she's not even interested in it. I can get down and boogie with some battle mechs? Dude, come on now. Alright, let's skip to the school. That's where the next engagement's gonna happen anyway. Okay, so this time we're gonna go all in. We went all in with this chick. Now we're gonna go to the track and see what that's all about. You know what I'm saying? Get all sweaty and stuff. I was in a new place. I felt my curious need to explore take over as I left the cafeteria and made my way down the hall. One place caught my attention, for it was located outside and was accessible to students. The track. How the school managed to allow students to go outside of the building during school hours was beyond me, but at least it was a chance to get out of the school for a bit and get some fresh air. I made my way out of the doors and gazed out at the entire field. A large track circled around a nicely built tennis court, where someone was already utilizing its space. To my surprise, she was the only one there. The girl was doing stretches on the ground. Fabulous, reaching over her legs and practically covering her feet with her hands. Well then, someone's flexible. I couldn't even touch my toes without feeling my spine quaking. Oh my god, don't pop. I recognized her from the morning commute and from classes, but I couldn't recall actually getting personally acquainted. Did she ever tell me her name? She seemed pretty flexible. Trust me, we all noticed. From the looks of it, she was gearing up for a jog around the track. As she noticed me, however, she stopped and stood up.
Huh? Hey!
Sup, I wasn't looking at your ass. Oh, hi. I felt myself naturally walk over. Having already been noticed and called out, I didn't want to disturb her, but at least she seemed friendly.
You're the new kid, right?
Yep.
Riley?
Shit, I didn't mean to skip. Did she seriously forget my face and name? Then again, I didn't recall her even using it. Yeah, that's me.
Cool. Name's Latifah. What brings you to the tennis court?
The tennis? Aren't we on the track? Oh, I guess it's right. It is right there. I'm dumb. Okay. Oh, well, I was just kind of checking out the school. Since it's my lunch break and stuff, the track looks pretty nice.
Yeah, this track's actually pretty new. A gift from the district, you know? We've been beating out the other schools in sports, so getting this track was well-deserved.
Fantastic. Oh, wow, that's cool. From the prideful look on her face, I could tell that Latifah had some involvement in the hard work the sports team put into getting the track. Still, I could tell that she wasn't a snob. A snob wouldn't have let me anywhere near the track, much less near her. Latifah crossed her arms and looked up and down at my form. I knew you'd want to check the lock. I knew it. I stared back at her in confusion. What was she looking for on my body? Finally, she gave me a toothy grin, oh my god, and jabbed her thumb towards the tennis equipment set up behind her.
Hey, since you're out here, wanna play some tennis with me? My usual partner's focusing on studying for her finals, so I need someone to play against.
Why not? I don't know why, but I felt a little bold. I was rather curious how skilled this girl might be, and seeing her performance in action firsthand seemed like the best way to figure out just how much her skills backed up her pride. With a grin of my own, I nodded and began to walk to the equipment, picking up the first tennis racket I could take, and almost sauntering over to the other side of the net. Sure, you're on. Oh man. Latifah must have been surprised. She stared dumbfounded for a small second at me before laughing and rushing over to grab a racket of her own and a ball. Whoa! You're pretty damn! You're pretty impressive. After a few moments, our game finally began. I had to admit, she was a tough player. Every hit was precise enough to land the ball in very tricky spots on my side of the court. I don't know how I managed to keep up, but I was bossing it out, and my log was thick. Maybe it was my inner determination that kept me going, but I managed to put up a good fight, landing some good hits of my own. We kept going until the bell rang, leaving both of us exhausted, but with Latifah, the winner. Oh dang. A part of me hoped to see her again. Maybe I could later in the next 2 weeks I was here. Fantastic. I think that went well. I think that went a little better than the first encounter. I don't know if that was just the way it's gonna go, or I don't know, man. Like, maybe if we do the things the girls would like to do, then stuff happens better. I don't know, because we worked out and then played the game with her. Maybe if we had studied and then went to talk with Sydney, maybe it would have went a little better. I mean, it seemed like it went pretty good for what it was, you know? Okay, we're gonna, run the track again. Fabulous. Let's see if it's the same thing. If the school is going to let you use the track after school, you might as well take advantage. That's it. Okay, well, we have 9 skill now. And we're choosing to do the same thing at home. We're going to work out. So here we go. It's exhausting, but you always feel a little healthier afterward. And boom, that's it. Then it wastes too much time the second time around. Makes sense. All right, so we just got done lunch. They explained all the stuff they already explained to us, you know, about the presentation and the prize and all that stuff. So now we're back in the classroom. This is the last part here, I believe. So let's continue. Basically, we're looking around for a partner now. I looked around the room and noticed a lot of people staring at me in either slight distrust or amazed intrigue. I looked to Latifah, remembering the game of tennis we had and how competitive we both were. She was full of energy, and part of me wanted to work with that kind of confidence. I had to make a choice. Everyone slowly began to move, but time seemed to almost freeze for me. It was like some sort of deity or string of fate wanted to know. Who was I gonna choose, bitch?
Interesting choices you've made.
This is different.
But do you think that she is enough for you?
Oh, whoa. What do you mean now? What do you mean? I mean, is that not enough cheeks? Is that not enough boob? What are you talking about?
After all, you're here to taste everything, right?
I suppose.
Why not
taste them all?
Try again.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be like, hey, whatever. Okay, let's continue. All right, so here we are again. They just rolled up. Let's see what she has to say now. This girl was kind of like a little on the fence about it, but who knows? Maybe she'll be more. Maybe she'll be more outgoing. Who knows?
Hold up.
What? What? All of a sudden, the wheelchair was brought to a screeching halt. The girl in the wheelchair turned her body towards the one guiding her machine with a raised eyebrow.
Huh? Hold up for what?
The sports girl, on the other hand, looked at me and bored her gaze into my soul, through my eyes, squinting in suspicion.
Hey, have we met before?
Bitch, yes, but you don't know it yet. I couldn't help but stare dumbfounded. I didn't recognize the woman before me, but from the concentrated expression on her face, she seemed very sure that she knew me somehow. However, I couldn't pin her down anywhere from my memories. Oh, well, I'm sorry, but I don't think we've ever met before.
You sure?
Definitely. I mean, we have. I remember your cheeks very vividly, but... The girl continued to stare at me, determined to find an answer other than mine somewhere on my face. The wheelchair-bound girl, however, raised her hand and placed it down on her friend's.
Latifah, let's go. We're gonna be late to school.
Why are you talking to her like I'm some sort of drug dealer? Like, what the heck? Like, don't talk to him. Are you kidding? Are you stupid? Don't you see he's packing heat? Never mind, it's just his penis. Without waiting for a response, the girl in the wheelchair bowed her head with an apologetic smile.
Sorry to bother you.
At last, Latifah shook her head before she nodded to me, agreeing with her friend. She then crouched down and raced forward with the wheelchair, building back up to the speed they were rushing at before. See ya. Alright, so here we go. We just stepped into the classroom. Latifah spots us from across the room. Magic and rainbows are spewing through the room, and everyone is freaking out because they're like, what the fuck is this? Latifah, to my surprise, was in the class and stared me down from her seat in the back. Her expression was almost enigmatic, confused and irritated at the same time. I tilted my head a bit and furrowed my eyebrows, a bit at her gaze, causing her to physically realize that I was paying attention before crossing her arms and shaking her head. What was up with her? I took a breath nonetheless and introduced myself. Hello, my name's Riley. The class acknowledged my presence one way or another, some with a nod, a wave, and some bullshit that we've already seen, so let's continue. Okay, so walking to class after the tour became almost a daunting task. How did this school manage to be so huge? Despite this, I continued on. I trudged forward down the hallway only to stop at the sound of running heading in my direction. Looking up, I finally took in the sight of a group of teens chasing a singular laughing Latifah. What the fuck? Like it's just some species? Just a singular laughing Latifah in her natural habitat. Down the hall, straight towards me.
Slow down, Latifah!
Oh, Latifah, you're too fast.
Hey! No running in the halls!
Oh my god, you literally about to just blow your load. Latifah, practically golf-a-wing at the attempted chase, sprinted down the hall without breaking a sweat. However, as her gaze fell on me, Latifah's expression dropped in surprise. As she quickly approached, I barely had the time to sidestep out of her way. To compensate, Latifah swerved around me like a basketball player on the court and continued down the hall, looking back at me for a moment. The group chasing after her followed, easily bypassing me. I could only stare in utter confusion. What the heck was that about?
先輩、大丈夫ですか？とにかく水を飲んで安静にしてください。聞こえてますか？
What the fuck? Why are you so concerned with my hydration? Are we just boning?
Hey, it's you!
Okay, Latifah, what's up? You caught me. I wasn't fiddling with it. I recognized the voice yelling out at me right away. Hey. The two girls I had seen the morning before and in class rushed up to me, the athletic girl pushing the girl in the wheelchair forward to line up with my side.
Good morning, Riley.
Hey, bitch. I'm just kidding. Good morning.
What were you thinking about over here? You looked pretty deep in it.
Okay, we're deep in it. Nothing important. There was no way I was going to tell her what I was thinking about was a visual novel. If she had even heard of them, she'd probably think it's porn. But she'll know that somehow.
Looked kinda important by the look on your face.
Is it embarrassing? That's fine. We won't push things, right, Latifah?
It's not embarrassing. I was just thinking about a video game character.
What, are they from like a visual novel or something?
And another psychic bitch. How did she guess? Cherry blossoms.
Really? I wanted to play that one, but it isn't in English yet. Do you know Japanese?
I just got a fan patch.
There's
okay.
a patch out already?
Yes. It's not perfect. It's still in Japanese, but it's easy to work out.
I'll have to look into that when I get home.
You had to tell her that. She was supposed to play Battle Mech Warfare tonight, and now she'll just be doing that mess.
So,
Sorry, I'll play with you first, okay?
so basically, it's like a small... Do you see what I'm saying? It's like a very small difference going through it the second time. It almost makes me want to just purposefully go through it the second time. Because you already kind of know during those times she won't know you, and then the other times she will know you. Okay, here we go. So, teacher's talking about this theory, right? And then now, before I could think further, a piece of paper silently skidded across the top of my desk into my view. It was pretty crumpled without much care on the folds, so it was more like a paper wad than an actual note. Was I supposed to read it? Looking around, no one seemed to be interested in what was going on with me, so I couldn't tell who sent it and how. Still, I was curious for my own good. I unfolded the piece of paper, unsure of what to expect. Think you can beat me at tennis? Come to the tennis court at lunch if yes. Something sent a nervous shiver down my spine. Who was challenging me? Why did they think I was a good enough challenger.
Riley?
Alright, and then he spots me, so let's head to the track. The note that was left on my desk bothered me. Someone wanted to challenge me to tennis. I was a new student, though. Well, might as well be brave. Yeah, right? I made my way through the school and wound up opening a door into an entire track and tennis field. A large running track circled around a nicely built tennis court, where someone was already utilizing its space. A girl was doing stretches on the ground, reaching over her legs. We've already seen this. Ew, wait, hold on. She seemed pretty flexible. From the looks of it, she was gearing up for a jog, and as she noticed me, she stopped and stood up with a small smirk over her lips. Oh, shit. Maybe she enjoyed me looking at her cheeks? I don't know. Wait, wasn't she the girl who was racing down the sidewalk yesterday with a girl in a wheelchair? I saw her today, too.
Hey, I hoped you'd come.
Wait, huh? You were hoping? You were the one who challenged me? I felt myself naturally walk over, having already been noticed and called out. Why did this girl want to challenge me to tennis?
Yeah, I just had this gut feeling that you'd come if I challenged you, you know? Riley's your name, right?
Yeah, it's my name. How come we don't know any of this? You know what I'm saying? It's weird how we don't get the feeling. It's just her. And whatever girl we choose.
Cool. I'm Latifah. Good to officially meet you, Riley.
Oh, good to meet you, Cheeks. Latifah crossed her arms and looked up and down at my form. I stared back at her in confusion. What was she looking for on my body? Finally, she gave me a toothy grin and jabbed her thumb towards the tennis equipment set up behind her.
So, you ready to get beaten at tennis? I'm warning you, I'm the best sports student at this school.
Okay. I don't know why, but I felt a little bold. And... okay, yeah, so we go ahead and challenge her. Especially since she called me out personally. With a grin of my own, I nodded, and we basically just started doing it. Okay.
That was fun.
Alright. Oh, okay. So let's just continue from there. Yeah, thanks for the challenge, I guess. Putting away my racket, I expected Latifah to rub it in that she had won. However, she walked over, returned the ball and her racket before giving me a sincere smile.
Thanks for coming. I was actually kind of worried you weren't gonna come, you know?
Oh, no. I mean, it ends up happening after a little bit. Really? I was kind of surprised at her words. Why was I that significant to her? She simply nodded in return before stretching back.
Anyway, class is gonna start soon. I guess I'll see you later?
Okay, yeah, sure. We said our byes and separated for class. I was kind of hoping to see her again. Maybe. Oh, damn, maybe? Alright, so we're once again at this point where I looked around the room and noticed a lot of people staring at me in either slight distrust or amazed intrigue. I looked at Latifah, remembering the game of tennis we had and how competitive we both were. She was full of energy, and part of me wanted to know what kind of confidence, yeah, right? Latifah, to my surprise, burned her gaze back at me. Damn, she's like, I want it. She bit down into the oh, okay, I thought she was going to say something else. Into the pencil that she had sticking out of her teeth. Oh, grinning as if she expected me to partner with her. I just hope she's not that rough with other things, you know what I'm saying? I had to make a choice. Everyone slowly began to move, but time seemed to almost freeze for me. It was like some sort of deity or string of fate wanted to know. Like a fucking owl. Who was I going to choose? And then some creepy shit, right? After that.
Child.
Oh, I'm a child. What?
You are in more danger than you think.
Tell me.
For now, I can protect you. But should you persist, I will not be able to stop fate.
Up until now, I didn't know you could. Shit. So hopefully you enjoyed this. I know it's kind of abrupt, I guess, because I said I was gonna do 2, but I think we're gonna have to do 1. Because we have to go through it twice. If we only have to go through it once, it wouldn't be as big of a deal. But we do have to go through it the first time, and then the second time to see how she thinks there are differences, you know what I'm saying? But it's so subtle. I feel like, what would you guys rather see? You know what I'm saying? Would you rather see the second one, or would you rather see both of them? You know what I'm saying? The one where I go through normally and then go through not normally. You know what I'm saying? Or I go through again and then they know who I am. I feel like I could easily get through 2 girls if I was doing it just with the second half of the route where they know who I am, because the difference really isn't huge. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what you think. Let me know what you thought about it. I do like it, and I think the full game is going to be much, much more involved, obviously. For the demo, though, I think we can easily predict what's going to happen, obviously, when we choose each girl up to that certain point. Now, again, I will be referring people back to this series when I actually do the full playthrough, if it's very similar or the same up until this point where it says who will you choose, and then it'll continue thereafter. So maybe I will do both. I mean, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what you would want me to do. I'll be perfectly honest. I'm saving her for last because she's a little annoying. I'm sorry, man. She just is. Just I can't. You know, it's a little annoying. So with that being said, again, hopefully you enjoyed. Definitely make sure you rate the video what you think it deserved, whether it's a like, dislike, it does not matter to me. I just want to know how you guys enjoyed right off the bat. Honestly, if you did enjoy, consider sharing the video as well. Really, really helps me out a lot. Helps the Sage family grow every single day. So if you feel like you can do that, if you feel like the video deserves to be seen, Facebook, Twitter, friends, family, work, or school, all of it really, really helps out. You can do some, you can do all of it. It's super, super helpful. So if you feel like you can do that, definitely make sure you do so. And speaking of that, if you want to become a Sage in training and you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe today. This has been MrBayeasy, your favorite Sage, and I'll see you in the next video.